We're boondocking miles from the nearest town, surrounded by mountains, prairies, and dirt roads. It's beautiful out here, but do we feel safe? We're going up that road if the truck can handle it.
If this is necessary, you're already dead. And within 2 days, we had somebody light a quarter stick of dynamite within 100 yards of the RV.
We're Joseph and Kalyn, and for the past 6 years, we've lived full-time in our RV, spending most of our nights camped in the middle of nowhere. In this video, we're showing you what it's really like to boondock far from civilization, how we choose a spot, and the safety checks that put us at ease. Off-grid camping can be both peaceful and a little nerve-wracking. It's all about trusting your gut. Sometimes that weird feeling is nothing. Sometimes it's enough to move on. This week, we find out which one it is.
But it wasn't as sketch as this one.
This video is brought to you by eTrailer.
Good girl. Okay.
Here we go.
People don't think she's trained.
Well, she did run away that one time.
Well, as long as she's in the RV, she's very trained.
She is very good inside. It's outside where there's a lot of distractions.
But we're working on that.
If you have a good eye, you'll notice that we're not in a campground with a lot of trees like we were in Diamond Campground. However, we are still in Colorado Springs, and we moved actually down more to the southern end of the city. We're at Norris Penrose Event Center. So it was very difficult to find a spot that wasn't already booked up because it's summer season. Apparently everyone wants to be here. So this spot is first come, first served, $35 a night for water, electric. They do have a dump station, but it's currently closed.
This place has a ton of sites, so most of the time you're not gonna have trouble getting in here and getting a spot. However, the reason the dump station is closed is because it is part of a parking lot, and they are gearing up for a giant rodeo week that they have this next week. In fact, the campground, as far as I know, is gonna be closed.
They're kicking us out.
They're kicking us out, and we're gonna have to head out. But the dump station was a bit of a surprise, so I may or may not have a tank of sewage sitting in the back of the pickup right now.
Trinity, you ready to go test your mad skills? One of the things we've been loving about this spot is this is part of Bear Creek Regional Park, so there are trails all over here. I don't think there's a single trail that we haven't done. And because you can board your horse here at the center, they've got tons of stalls. They have an equestrian skills course, which we've been testing with Trinity.
And no, we are aware that Trinity is not a horse. However, I'm not 100% sure that she's not aware she's not a horse. She either thinks she's a horse or a cow. She loves to dine on their feces, and she eats grass.
People don't need to know the gross parts.
Well, you know, real RV life.
We got to start with the beginner one,
Start
Trin.
with the easy one, Trin.
This is the intermediate. All right, for best success, proceed slowly and reward all efforts. I didn't bring any treats.
We forgot the treats.
Oops. All right, Trin, come on. Let's stop getting distracted. We got to make it across all of these. Are you ready? Are you ready? I feel like you're not paying attention. Okay, let's go. Up here. Yes. All right. All right, this one's a little bit smaller. Yes, good girl. All right, now we gotta go over the bridge. Don't get distracted. All right, no, past the bridge. No, up, up. Okay, well, that works. All right, come on. Now we gotta go through the bridge over here. Through here. No.
There we go. There we go. Good girl. Woohoo. Okay, turn around. Turn around. Okay, we've got the hard one coming up. No, no. Okay, Trin, it's the big one. We've got bridges to jump, we've got turns, and we've got a big old, what do you call that? A big old step thing at the end? Step thing, that's the technical term. Okay, you ready? You ready, girl? Let's go! Woo! Up. Let's go, let's go, let's go! Victory! The beautiful thing with today is we do not have far to go. I think it's 150 miles to our next stop. Trinity, come on.
She got distracted by grass.
Unless you need to relieve yourself. Where was I?
She might, she's thinking about it.
Anyway, we only have a few things left to tear down today, the Starlink, and then literally just the Jackson hitch up, and we're ready to go. So as soon as Trinity gets her act together, we can finish tearing down and
She
out of here.
doesn't want to, oh, nope, she's going.
Here, you can have that.
Thank you.
Unless you want this.
At least, no thanks. At least she was being private about it.
Yeah.
She was like squatting behind the weeds. Now she's ready to go.
We learned a new term here too. So in horse culture, obviously you don't pick up, because that would be a lot of picking up to do, but you're not supposed to leave piles of horse poop on the trail. So they have a term. It's called, what is it? Boot the poop?
Yep,
Boot
that's
the
what
poop.
it is.
In other words, like scatter it, scatter the scat.
You don't want to do that with dog poop though.
No.
Oh, somebody didn't boot the poop. Shame on them.
Do you want me to do Starlink first?
Yeah, because that's pretty, you can have that. All right, slides coming in. First one up here.
Look at the crap on that bed.
I know, we just throw stuff. Here, I'll throw one more thing. Trinity, ready to go for your ride?
You know what?
What?
There's something we probably should have done before we pulled that slide in.
Did you not have the truck keys?
No.
What?
The fan.
Oh! That's a little dangerous.
I'm like, why am I suddenly getting air
problem.
over here?
There we go. Oh my goodness. And one more thing that we don't want to forget that we forgot last time is to take this drawer out because it's a pain in the butt and won't actually latch. So that just makes it a little bit safer.
Well, this broke when we got here and I haven't had time to fix it. So I think I'm about to make some of you happy. This just feels wrong. I use the hand crank because this thing is so stinking loud. Trinity's probably freaking out in the RV right now with that noise. So I will go back to the hand crank as soon as I can find a pin to throw through there and fix it.
But that should make some people happy.
That I used it once?
Yes.
I do know that it is possible to do it this way. Oh, jeepers.
This was in the way. You have a habit of tripping over things. All right, let's see. Is Trinity freaked out? No.
She's fine?
She's just sleeping. Did you hear the noise? Okay, you can go. Good girl.
So we are leaving the cushy hookup life and we are headed to just outside the Great Sand Dunes and we're going back to boondocking.
Why did you shut that?
I have no idea.
We need to open the hookup.
This is what happens when you try to talk and do at the same time. So one of the questions we get, about boondocking most often is whether or not we feel safe. And honestly, it first comes down to like kind of Kalyn and I's view of safety, and that is we don't live in fear, but at the same time, we try not to be stupid.
There you go.
Nice.
Look good?
Looks good. Beautiful. So just because we don't live in fear doesn't mean we don't take precautions. And we're kind of gonna hit a bunch of that in today's video, but anecdotally, we've been doing this for 6 years and we have yet to have anybody put us in any sort of violent situation. And as far as I know, nothing's been stolen. If somebody stole something, they got away with it.
I don't know, we did lose like a camera cord.
Well,
So maybe someone stole it. Maybe everything that we've lost, someone has stolen.
the camera cord was like this long and it's a mic
It probably
cord.
fell behind the couch or
We
something.
cannot find it for the life of us.
You're gonna plug us in,
Plug us in.
and now I think you can actually close that.
Okay. We are at the process. We're closing this as a lot. Let's see, teeth are around that. We are good to go. I think we forgot to mention something about this boondocking spot.
The fact that it gets really, really slimy when it rains. It rained for what, 2 straight days?
And it got really slimy. So slimy that if we had had the old
dirt on your nose.
If we had had the old 2-wheel drive truck, we probably wouldn't have been leaving the RV for a couple days.
No, not until it dried out. But you can even see here, like, what did you do? Did you accidentally dump some water?
That was from this morning. I was washing the Starlink cord.
Oh, okay. So you can see, like, it just gets really nasty.
Whee!
No, please don't. Oh my word, now you're getting in your truck. So just be aware that if it rains while you're here, you will cause big divots. You will build up a very cakey dirt on the bottom of your feet and be like 3 inches taller. It's not great. But other than that, this place hasn't been bad to stay at. The first thing we do before we ever pick out a boondocking spot is to read reviews of the ones that we're thinking about. And this is a huge safety reason because the reviews can tell a lot about whether there's homeless in the area, whether there's locals that are partying on the weekends, whether there's trash everywhere, or yes, human feces everywhere. I've seen those in reviews as well. So the place we're headed today is called Sacred Shell Mountain Dispersed Camping, I believe. And so some of the reviews that I found on Campendium, the app that I use to find these sites, say this place is great. Wife and I were visiting Great Sand Dunes National Park. It's about 20 minutes from the gate. The sites are big, well spaced out, and fairly level. Next one says road is very rough, but doable. If you have a big rig, the best spots are on the left after the helipad. They actually have a helipad. Maybe we'll see a helicopter. I just stayed at a site just past the helipad and was pleasantly surprised I still had cell signal on both my Verizon phone and T-Mobile hotspot. Place was scenic and very, very quiet. I like to hear that too, because sometimes you will have, like, it'll say it's an OHV area, and then, you know, you've got just a lot of loud vroom vrooming going by in the, like, 6 in the morning. Like, that has actually happened to us. Okay, this one says great view of the mountains. Road going up gets very rough once it turns to cobblestones, so larger rigs should look for spots closer to the main road. This one says spacious, nice scenery, good to reach close to the main road. Many campers around, felt safe, would stay again. I think he meant safe. So all of these look really good. I'll also sometimes look at reviews to see what they say on iOverlander as well, or Allstays. That's another app that I use. But I feel really confident going into this boondocking spot that it's gonna be okay. First sign about Great Sand Dunes.
Is this park 50?
It's gonna be 52.
52?
Yeah.
That means 11 left, right? After we do this one?
Yes.
63,
Yep.
52, 11?
Yep.
Nice.
Even though we're gonna be parked outside Great Sand Dunes, you're not gonna see us visit that park in this video. So make sure you subscribe because it's gonna be next week. All right, you want exit 52, and then that's like goodbye to highways, right?
No more highways.
No more highways.
To Walsenburg.
Good try.
Walsen? W-A, yeah, I think it's Walsen. I'm gonna stick with it.
This Walsenburg, there's not much to it. Is that legal in Colorado?
It is Walsenburg. We're just gonna say this as many times as we can so that people who are...
Walsenburg, Walsenburg, Walsenburg.
So that people...
Breakfast and lunch cafe in Walsenburg. Some brick building that's probably a school in Walsenburg.
I sure hope we're pronouncing it right.
Otherwise, we're really ticking
nails
people
on
off.
a chalkboard to somebody somewhere.
If you live in or near Walsenburg, come forward and tell us how we did. The second thing that we consider when we're trying to be really safe at a boondocking spot is paying attention to our gut feeling. And I know it maybe that like sounds a little woo-woo.
No, it's not.
But it hasn't steered us wrong yet.
And it hones in over time. I think of one time we didn't listen to our gut was in Phoenix, Arizona. We went to a new boondocking spot. We're like, it just doesn't feel quite right, but we're like, let's do it anyway. And within 2 days, we had somebody light a quarter stick of dynamite off within 100 yards of the RV.
Yep.
We moved the next morning.
Yeah, watched out the window, watched him take off on a motorcycle. That was a little freaky.
Listen to your gut.
I know. There's been a spot in northern Alabama.
Oh, yeah.
Was that we were boondocking up there, and there were a ton of like RVs.
It was the weirdest thing.
That were towable, but no vehicles.
There was not a truck to be seen.
Yeah.
Did we even see a person?
No.
It was probably 24 RVs.
It felt really funny.
Something was off.
Yeah. So if it feels weird, it's weird, and
move on.
Yeah, that's the rule that we follow. Okay, this is our turn.
Almost there, Trin.
We got left 3.7 miles. I'm just seeing all these planes, and I'm hoping it's not super windy. I mean, maybe a little breeze will be good, so it's not super hot.
I was like, planes? Planes?
No.
You mean flat ground?
See what I mean about him getting excited about planes?
I legit was like, what airport?
No.
I'm more concerned about temperature. We're at like 84, 85 degrees.
That isn't good, and
we
we're
said
boondocking.
we said goodbye to hookups, so we might be looking for the shade the rest of today.
Which I don't understand, because I think we're over 7,000 feet elevation. And maybe I'm just misinformed, but I didn't know it could get that hot over that elevation height.
I'm assuming there's a map at this information
Yeah, I think so.
spot.
We'll look and see what's there. Woo! That's sandy. Okay, so BLM lands, camping limited to 14 days. Basically, the only thing it says is like to try to use existing campsites, which we do anyway. So I guess we just drive and
See what we
find a
run into?
I can't believe you just stepped in that. What in the world? Now the truck's gonna smell like cow poo.
I don't think that's a cow. I think that's
Bison?
I think that might be a bison.
I was about to warn you, and then you just went splat.
You didn't do it in time.
Nope. Is it all off your shoe?
I think I got it scraped off, and what isn't off is covered in dirt. So
that's nasty.
So a road like this, I would scout if we didn't see so many references to big rigs on the reviews. Since there were so many reviews that mentioned big rigs, I figure even if there isn't a spot for us, we're going to be able to find a spot to turn around. But it is a kind of narrow road. It's one thing you want to consider. Not really safety oriented, but you don't want to get stuck.
Well, there's the reason for your splatters.
Oh yeah, it was cows.
It was. Trin, I know there's cows,
Oh,
baby.
there's cows.
There's cows here. Oh, I know. You tell them. You tell them. Okay, that's a little excessive. It's a little excessive. They're minding no business.
Hi guys.
Aw, this little cow.
Hi guys. Ignore the dog. Ignore the dog.
Well, that was an experience.
Trinity.
Well, we haven't found a spot yet, but as far as safety is concerned, it feels totally fine for me. I feel like the people that are already out here camping are just out here enjoying the public lands, recreating. Some of them have side-by-sides, but I haven't heard a lot of noise yet going through. So, I don't know, I feel okay. Do you feel okay?
I feel fine as long as we can find a spot.
And can we find a spot big enough? Because this might have fit, but a car camper got there.
It was definitely big enough, but there's a car camper.
Yep. So I guess we'll just keep going a little bit further. Yep. I just don't think it looks big enough.
It'll be our backup plan if we don't find something further down.
I wouldn't go up that road, right?
No. I think I'm gonna park right here in the middle of the road. It's not super windy, so I'm gonna get the drone out and fly it around and see if there's some spots that we can get to. So we came down that spot there, and then there's a left and there's a spot right there. I'm trying to gauge the size, if it's much bigger than the one we decided not to go to.
Well, at least we have an idea of a couple spots to try without driving aimlessly throughout this pasture land. All right, per Joseph's words, we're going up that road if the truck can handle it.
Which so far, We've been in 2-wheel drive this whole way, and it's been okay.
Oh, you haven't even put 4-wheel on?
I haven't put 4-wheel on.
Wow.
I've been surprised after this turn, after we make this turn, I might put it on just to have a little extra peace of mind.
Whew, that is sandy.
I'm gonna go on record and say this is the second most sketchy forest road we've ever driven the RV on. The first being in Idaho outside of Yellowstone, where we ended up turning around because we were on a 4-wheeler
Are you
path.
completely forgetting
The beach?
Tennessee?
Tennessee. Oh. Well,
This is not.
That road was a 1-lane road. It wasn't as sketch as this one. Okay, third most.
Okay, is this one of the spots you were talking about?
This is one of the spots.
I like it.
Okay, let me look at my app one more time just to double check things, and then we'll make a decision and we'll park. So I use Skyview, the Skyview app, to see where the sun is going to be going. And a lot of times I'm trying to do it for best sun exposure, but in this case we want the mountain view, so that's trumping it. So my second thing that I'm taking into consideration is the side that the fridge is on. If it gets full sun all day, it's not good for our refrigerator. We'll have to talk about that more sometime. So we're gonna set up here with the butt facing that way so that the sun is hitting the top / the slide out side of the RV more than the fridge side.
There's so many little cactus things I don't want to step on. You pulling to this side or the other side of the fireplace?
Where you're at.
Okay, that looks good. You're also out of the road now. Just be careful, there's a lot of cactus. I see some trash.
We got trash.
Shame.
I feel like we need to give this a final assessment
Final
rating.
ranking, okay.
So let's do it out of 5.
Out of 5?
Out of
Okay.
5.
I'm gonna say I feel like a 3.5.
Okay.
What are you feeling?
I'll bump it up to a 4.
Okay.
As far as security is concerned, like, it doesn't appear to me to be like a big party area.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of trash. There is a couple things here or there. There are a lot of like campsites that are established, which is kind of a big deal. The one thing that pulls it down for me is there are a lot of car campers.
There are more than I thought there would be.
And when it comes to gut feeling stuff, car campers are one of those things where it can go either way. And you're kind of, to me personally, I'm kind of assessing the condition of the cars. Does it look like somebody who's just passing through, or does it
or
look
do they
like
live in their car kind of thing?
slash
right?
live in the
Yeah.
area? Do they live
Yeah.
here and have they spread out? And it's just one of those things. You could be wrong with your gut assessment, but you just have to make that quick gut call. So
Right.
there are a bunch of car campers here, but at the same token, they're spread out. So I think
I think
we're
we're
safe.
okay. And we've got a few more safety things coming up. So if we were to get attacked
I'm gonna get set up.
by a car camper, we have some other things that'll keep us safe. Woo! Look at that dust. Are you ready for your new home? Come here. Come here. Okay, come on. Let's go. Just be careful of the cactus. There you go. It's very different, huh? Let's go get some water. Let's go, let's get some water. Good girl. You thirsty now? Are you serious? All right, let's go get Cody.
Number 3 is gonna be all about keeping your stuff out of sight. I actually feel more safe in boondocking situations than I do in some campgrounds, not all campgrounds, but here's the thing, it's all a numbers game. It's all about how many eyeballs are seeing your stuff. And when you're at a campground, yeah, all the people there you think are not gonna steal your stuff, but still, it's hundreds of pairs of eyeballs that are going around seeing your RV, seeing that you have nice e-bikes, seeing what tools you have, that sort of thing. There's just a lot more opportunity for there to be that one bad apple who really wants a new e-bike. Whereas when we're out here in the boondocks, maybe 12 people, 14, maybe 20 people are gonna see our stuff on any given day. But even in the nice boondocking spot, you want to keep your stuff hidden. Keep it out of sight, out of mind. Now, some things, like the e-bikes back here, you're not gonna be able to take these and put them in the RV. Well, some people might put them in the RV. I'm not gonna bring them in my RV every night. So just having them covered, you don't know if it's an e-bike or a $20 Walmart bike. You got tools, you have a generator, anything like that. Just keep it in your rig, keep it out of sight, out of mind.
I'm curious, can you get a Walmart bike for $20?
Did I say $20?
You said $20. I'm thinking of this little trike.
Maybe my brain was like on like a resale bike or a garage sale bike where it's missing a tire.
There you go.
You know, I just say what's on my mind. It's the rule of out of sight, out of mind that brings me to the truck upgrade that I didn't know I needed until I actually had one, and that is the tonneau cover. I don't carry a lot of valuable things in here, but occasionally I will take my generator into town. I do have a $100 ladder. I usually have 6 gallons of diesel. There's a hitch in here that's worth some money, and the tonneau cover just simply does the out of sight, out of mind trick with your pickup. It also helps you avoid looking homeless as you drive down and have, if you're like me, have stuff completely disorganized. I also have a toolbox all the way up in the front of there, and that is completely hidden with the tonneau cover as well.
Our specific tonneau cover is a back flip cover from eTrailer. eTrailer sells this exact one, but they also have a like roll-up cover. They have a soft cover. So I'm gonna leave a link in the description and a QR code on the screen to our exact cover, but make sure you use the really cool tool that they have that tells you like which cover is gonna fit which truck, just so you don't buy the wrong one.
2 more things. We have had people ask us whether or not we're concerned whether or not people are gonna steal our Starlink dish. I'm not too concerned about it because you're not gonna be able to really do anything with just the dish without the other hardware. However, in places like this, I'll stick it up on the roof. It's that much harder to get to. People don't see it, they don't know it's there, or if they do, it's kind of a hassle.
And in the case of us boondocking here specifically, it is a cow chewing deterrent to have it up on top. The other thing that we do, because we have cameras and we have laptop equipment and everything that you can see if you're peeking in our RV, we make sure to pull the shades when we're gone and at night especially, just so people don't see the stuff that we have.
All right, number 4 is probably the one that you're like, well, duh, and that is if you have any valuables outside, make sure they're secure. So truck, locked. The bikes we've got locked around the outside, we have locked on the inside, and I'm gonna use this chain for extra security.
And to secure our actual rig, we upgraded a couple of years ago to a keyless lock entry. These are supposed to be a lot more secure than the regular one, because if you don't know, there is really like 1 or 2 keys that fit most RV locks. I mean, in general, I think if you could break into an RV if you really wanted to, it would happen. But this at least keeps the stupid criminals out.
That's actually kind of the whole MO of this whole security thing, and that is if somebody wants to steal your stuff, if somebody wants to break into your RV, if somebody wants to be a jerk, they're gonna do it. But these are very simple things you can do to help prevent it and to make yourself less of a target.
Do you know what you want to do for supper yet?
I
don't want to turn the oven on, that's for sure.
I hadn't decided yet.
So we're just gonna do some really easy chicken wraps because we've already got some cooked chicken, and that way, I mean, we don't have to add heat to the RV.
Do you want me to put this stuff away while you're
Sure.
making food?
And then if you would just get the
Hey, we're decently level. Look at this.
Oh yeah.
Cabinets don't open.
Yeah, it's like lukewarm.
Yeah.
That's fine.
That's fine for me.
Do you want
You want a strawberry top? That's it.
You ready for your supper? Right down. Down.
Did you
She
see
just
the slobber?
flung drool all over my leg. Down. Okay. ready for your supper? There you go. You realize how filthy your pants are?
Do you realize?
That's ridiculous.
Do you realize how filthy the whole camper is going to be from this boondocking spot?
I have a feeling that, well, because we have to keep the windows open to keep the breeze going.
Yep, and Trinity.
Yeah, it's going to be coated with dust.
We're going to have to do a deep clean of the RV. Not in the next video because we'll still be here, but in a future video, we're going to have to do a deep clean of the RV.
We're going to find dust in places we didn't even expect.
Places we didn't know we had places.
All right, so our final safety tip is that let someone know where you are. Like, especially if you're boondocking in the middle of nowhere. Like, what happens if you get murdered in the middle of the night and no one knows where you are?
I just got to thinking. Hang on.
But it's true.
It'll be worth it. This isn't a safety thing because if this is necessary, you're already dead.
Okay.
This is so that police can identify your body.
Gotcha. All right. Not that we're trying to scare you away from boondocking. It's just the reality. So what I do to find our exact location, because it's not like there's an address out here like 2551 Maple Lane Way.
Four-wheeler drive.
Four-wheeler drive. Open up Google Maps, and then it'll show me a little blue dot of where I am, and I can just press down on that, and it will drop a pin. So then I can go over here and click share. I can copy that link, and then I can go into my text messages and pull up my mom and just send the location to her.
It is a good safety element because if Kalyn's mom doesn't hear from us for 3 days, she has the information to share with local authorities to say, hey, can you do a welfare check? My daughter and her weird husband are at this boondocking spot, and here's the exact coordinates, and they could send somebody out to come check on us to make sure that either A, we're okay, or B, we're not here anymore, that sort of thing.
So really, I just hope this kind of helps you not be afraid. I'm getting bit by fly. Did you feel those flies biting you?
I have log pants, so I'm good so far.
No, the flies, there's biting flies here.
Let's go to full hookups.
Okay. No, but I don't want you to be like scared of boondocking. I don't want fear to keep you from experiencing beautiful like public lands and places like this. I mean, we have freaking mountains in our backyard right now.
I think a lot of times the fear is misplaced. I think the fear of boondocking, fear of getting things stolen and those sorts of things, I think you're actually just as apt, if not more apt, to have bad things happen to you when you're in an urban environment than when you're out here in the middle of nowhere boondocking, as long as you follow our 5 steps.
Yes, don't miss a step. Now, I've only spent a few hours here. We haven't spent a few nights, so we're gonna catch up with you next week and give you an update on how we really feel safety-wise in this spot. So make sure you subscribe, and we'll see you next Friday. Trin! She just took a tortilla piece off my plate. Trinity! Look at her looking all sheepish.